Hey everyone, this is Darren from Excel to Save Time. I hope you're well wherever you are in the world. Today I want to take you through something that's interesting in Excel to help develop data for table work, and later on you're able to use this data to create graphs and charts in the format that we're setting up now. As you can see on the screen, we've got a little bit of information that we've just pasted in from another system. So this could be from a database or from a customer list or product list. And what we have here is a product code, product description, and then about 12 months worth of sales data, or it could be forecasting or promotional activity, any sort of numbers really. And then we've got a total column at the end. So to begin with, I was going to look at tidying up the data so that it's more of a usable format, and then we can then step through sort of creating a bit more collective information about the information so that it can be used for reporting, and as I said, to create charts and tables and that sort of thing later on. So just having a look at this here, we've got the code for the product, which is the first column, so that looks like that's all pretty normal, and nothing really needs to be done there at this point in time. The description column, however, some of the descriptions are longer than the actual width of the column. So just to help tidy up that information so that you can see all the description, you highlight the column like this, and then when your mouse turns into this little line with the two arrows pointing each way, just double click on the left, and then that'll automatically take that column to the width of the widest information in each row. Now, for the rest of this information, it'd be really good to have, if it was in monthly pockets, as I think this one should be, or weekly, or quarterly. It's really important to have a date at the top so that you can identify when that information's from. So I'm going to put here the 1st of January 2018, and then in the next column I'm going to put the 1st of February 2018. Okay, so what we've got here is now two different format styles of date. If you look up here, it says it's date format in C1, but if we click on D1, it's just custom. Now, there's nothing wrong with either one of these formats. It just really depends on how you want to present your data to your team. If you need an actual date of a month, the 10th, the 15th, the 21st, then obviously this format is much better. If it's the whole month, then obviously just that sort of format would suffice. So in this case, I'm just going to want the whole of February or whole of January, so I don't really need the 1st. So to save a bit of time, I'm just going to right click on there and copy that, and then right click here, and then just where this little brush is here, it says formatting, click on that, and then it will change it to the same format. Now, because the cell has still got this little boxy thing skirtling around, that's a technical term by the way, we're able to still use that copied data and paste it somewhere else. So I'm going to highlight the rest of that row down to N here, right click, and again use that paintbrush to format all those cells. Now nothing's there because there's no data there yet. That's okay. So what we're able to do now, I'm just going to hit escape on the keyboard, and that'll get rid of those little box. So now there's nothing nothing copied ready to be pasted. There's nothing there. So now to fill all this in, you can go ahead and manually type in the date, each month if you like. But a real great shortcut within Excel is that if you've got sequential information, then Excel can fill up the rest of the data moving forward, or up, down, across, anyway like that. So we've done that across the page, but it can also be done down the page as well. So that's a real good little tip to save time. Now, if we're looking at these numbers, there's a total here of escape. All right. So this number here is 8,900 times 2. So what this information has got is this row here, which is 189,000. See down here, it gives you the sum and the count. So that's just calculated that times those times 2 to give you those two rows total. Now for this example, I want a total for each row. So the best way to do that is to come into this cell here and then type in the following formula. So go equals sum, S-U-M, and then a bracket, and then highlight the cells you want to include in the sum, and then finish off with a close of bracket. Now we've got that adding up to 173, and I'm just looking at here, I've only gone to D, so I need to include C. Now it's 189, which is the exact same number that we were needing. So that equation again is equals sum, bracket, C2, colon, N2, end of bracket. Now for this next one, we could do the same again, obviously, but the more traditional way that people have done this is just goes equal sum, and then put in manually C3, D3, E3, etc., etc., etc. So what you're doing there is putting in the cells manually, and see how they're being shown as different colored cells as you're adding them in. And then this gives you the ability to, when you double click on that, it'll just show you what cells are included. So if you only wanted to do it in quarterly buckets or something like that, then this sort of manual thing works quite well. For the purposes of our total annual, I want to use sum for all the figures across, and it relates to all the parts that are shown here. So to be able to completely fill this table up the way I want to, I'm going to delete everything below, because chances are it's not going to be doing exactly what I want to do. And then there are two ways now to copy and paste this information down here. The first one is to right click and copy, and then you can highlight and then paste. Done. The other way that can be more beneficial in really long pages of data is just to highlight the box that you're copying, and when your mouse pointer turns to this black cross, double click, and it'll paste that, whatever's in that cell, all the way down. So if you've got pages and pages and pages and pages of data, this is a really quick, easy way of adding in that sort of calculation. In the next few videos, I will be doing more complicated calculations, and so these types of shortcuts really come in handy. So that's basically all I wanted to cover off in this video. Can of course go across and bold the headings there, make them look a little bit better. But essentially I'm pretty happy with that. So I'll leave this video here for now. Really keen to hear any comments and questions or feedback from you guys down below. If there's something that in particular you want to look at or you want me to repeat, please don't hesitate to reach out, and I'll look forward to sharing some more information with you real soon. Thanks for listening, guys. Take care. Bye for now.